Hi, I'm Matt the Barber, and you're watching Clipper Junkies. All right, guys, today we're gonna talk about chipping. This is a technique we use on the side of the head or on the back of the head, and it usually is good to work with short hair that you're gonna go down either to the skin or really close on the side. It's great for tapering. This is chipping. All right, before we get into the technique called chipping, I just wanna bring up one thing that has to do with the side of the head when we're doing a taper. I see a lot of people when they get these haircuts, they end up bringing the taper up very high. A good rule of thumb to keep the taper of the side fade low and not go too high, which turns this into a fade once it gets past the widest point of the head. To keep it down, what you wanna do is take a comb, take one end, put it at the top of the customer's ear, take the other one, and if you take the piece coming down, cut the piece in half. Literally anything below this should be cut, nothing above it. If you get too high, you're turning it into a fade, and this is not gonna work. All right, so what we're gonna do is start with an open blade. Good rule of thumb, if you're starting off, start a little bit longer. The shorter you go, the more lines you have to take out, the more work you have to do, and it makes it more difficult. So we're gonna open the blade, no guard on. And to start this, we're gonna start, like I said, you wanna keep it below this area. We're gonna only go up to the start, about a ½ inch from the ear to the first 90-degree angle right here. All right, so the first line, we're gonna go up about a ½ inch, no higher than the top of the ear, and the first 90-degree mark. An up and out motion. You're gonna go toe to heel, up and out. It's not gonna be long up and down motion. It's gonna be quick, short, up and out motion, toe to heel. All right, so we made our first line, okay? Now that's our guideline to start the next line or the next part of the fade. So what I'm gonna do is, I have an open blade. I'm gonna snap on my first guard, which is a half. You wanna hear that click? Make sure that it, the clip's on there. You don't want it to fall off in the middle of a cut. What we're gonna do is we're gonna close the blade all the way. So we had it on with no clip open. We're gonna close it all the way with the first guard on. And we're gonna go back, start at the starting position below that first line and gonna go up and out again, going about a ½ inch to a ½ inch past the first line that you did. Now, keeping the same guard on, we're gonna extend this halfway. So you're gonna turn this dial, this is full, this is about half. We're gonna do the exact same thing again. Starting below that next line, we're gonna go up and out. Short motion. I start at the toe of the blade and I move out to the back of the blade, the heel. And you do that all the way, to the front and to the back, taking out that fade line. Now, if your blade doesn't completely get that line out, if you have to a little bit adjust it to make it a little shorter to get that line, feel free. This is gonna be kind of your best friend here. You wanna use this a lot because sometimes if it doesn't get the line out, you have to go a little shorter to get it. And the harder you press, the more hair you're gonna take off. So you kind of have to play with it until you get used to it. But you wanna use this lever as much as you have to just to get that line out. All right, so now we have the half blade halfway. Instead of extending it full all the way open, I'm gonna take this blade off and I'm gonna switch to my number one. And I'm gonna close it all the way. So what we wanna do is try and knock out this line right here. The reason why I switched this clip is because if I did it a half open again, I'm risking making this line higher and higher. Because like I said, we wanna keep it, if we go halfway between this line coming down and the top of the ear, we wanna keep this fade pretty much completely under this comb. So if I do this now, I'm gonna put the one on, close blade. I'm gonna start low again under this line. I'm gonna go up and out and see what I can catch. This way, you might end up cutting less hair and actually not needing that longer blade. And if you do, you can go back, put the half back on, open the blade up and try and catch any lines that you didn't get. But again, we're doing toe to heel, up and out with a one. We're just gonna get this ear. We're gonna do the same thing, up and out. And notice his hair is kind of going down this way, even the back, it's kind of coming this way, so I'm going at the direction of the hair. So if the hair's coming down this way, you don't want to go this way. Try and go against what way the hair's going so it goes through the actual comb of the clipper. So now I'm gonna extend this a little bit more, halfway again, we're gonna go half. And this line's almost knocked out. And I'm just gonna do the same thing one more time, toe to heel. And I know that in this area I did a 2, so the highest I have to go is a 2. So I know I won't need any blade higher than that, but we're pretty much done. And what I will do is, just to make sure, I'll open this blade all the way up, and this will be pretty much right under a 1.5 or 2 in that area. And I just want to make sure I catch any little hairs that I didn't get and knock out any little lines. As you can see, I've pretty much gotten all the lines out. I mean, there's a couple little spots. If I go back, that's not really doing much. So I'm gonna switch back to my half again. And like I said, you gotta play with the lever. So always start long. Always keep it open that's longer, because you can always go shorter. And you wanna see if you catch any of those little hairs that are sticking out. Basically, like I said, it's called chipping, because you're basically just chipping away at it little by little until you knock all those lines out. And that right there is the side taper. So that's this episode of Clipper Junkies. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel and leave your comments down below. We have plenty more videos. This is Clipper Junkies.